Hey guys, later video today. I had my brother helping me today, and we got lots of videos, so it's a longer video and a later video today. Stay tuned. Good morning guys, Seton HVAC here. It is Tuesday, August 6th, 2024. I think I might have said it was Tuesday yesterday. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll have to go back on and check on the video. So we are headed back to that relocation job. Probably going to get the line set ran. I got some ideas on how we're going to do that. I think I got to punch a hole in the foundation, so I brought my roto hammer and coring bit, and then we're going to tear apart that old system. And then I'm going to get a game plan for how I want to tie those new ducts into the old. How I want to cap off that old plenum and tie into it with the new stuff. And then the return, we found a closet to go up through for that return. So we're going to come through the crawl, up through a closet that gets us upstairs into an attic space, and then we can tie into the existing return that's already in place, because it's staying in the same spot. So yeah, lots of fun stuff today. Try to document as much of it as I can, and we will see you out at the job. Okay guys, we're back. So what we're going to work on today is getting the line set in. I'm hoping right there I can roto hammer a hole right through there, so it'll be nice and clean right up into the air handler. And then we're going to go through there and start tearing apart that equipment. But I think we'll start working on this line set first. I can get my brother prepping the line set, we'll measure it out, etc. So let's get going. Alright guys, I got the crawl hatch open here, so I'm going to crawl down and just make sure that spot over there that I showed you in the garage is going to work. So yeah, let's go crawl down in there and see if it's going to work for us. Alright guys, so over there is my 2 elbows. That's my new stuff there. If you look right where that old system punches, there's a foundation wall that goes all the way across, so I can't get in there. So it looks like we're going to have to run our refrigerant line on the other side of my duct there. Yeah, I don't see any other way to do it. So, but it's clear, so let's go start rotoing over there. Easier roto hammering, not in the corner. So let's go up and do it. All right, Matt's getting the roto hammer set up, and we have X marks the spot right there. So that's where we were going to go, but I can't get in there. But that's nice and clear, so we're going to go right there. So let's get the coring bit there set up, and let's get rotoing. Our hole is drilled. Matt's getting the line set all prepped. I didn't have any 10 wire, so we're gonna have to double up this 8, which is kind of a waste of wire, but it is what it is. Now we have plenty of conductors out there. These Bosch systems take about 9 wires usually, with the 2 stages of heat, or 2 stages of compressor. So yeah, we'll get this whole thing prepped, and we're gonna probably go start tearing apart that old heat pump, so we have a hole to run our new line set through. Sweet. All right, Matt's going to start taping that. I'm going to go over and start dismantling that other heat pump. I can pump the refrigerant back into it and get everything loose that way. So I'm going to go start doing that while he gets this guy all prepped and ready to go. All right, guys, we're over at the old heat pump here. I'm going to take this panel off, push the plunger in on the contactor, and pump her back in. All it does is gets the refrigerant flowing, and then you can trap it in the outdoor unit. I'll show you how I do that. And I got all my tools over here. Most important tool right there, my coffee, of course. Let's get this panel off and do that. All right, we got our gauges hooked up here, got the panel off. So let me show you here. So you push this plunger in on the contactor to energize it and turn it on. And then if it's in heating mode, which it shouldn't be, it should be in cooling mode. We may have to jumper out the orange and red wire to get it to go into cooling. because I believe on these it's energized, the reversing valve's energized and cooling. But look at these stupid valves. Really dumb, huh? Look how they orient these. How am I supposed to get my speedy wrench on there easy? So anyway, what we do is we close off the liquid line because the refrigerant's flowing this way. So we close that off and then we trap it. I get this down to where it's just barely open. Then once my gauges go to 0, I will close that off and we'll have it all trapped inside the unit. As you can see, she's dropping. Let's let her get down into the negatives, into a vacuum, and then we'll close those valves off. Looking good. Hopefully this doesn't have a receiver that'll, or a switch that'll open it up. So let's see what we got here. All right, she's all pumped down, trapped in the unit. We'll take the electrical loose, low voltage, and cut these refrigerant lines. We'll haul this sucker out of here. We'll go get the hand truck. It'll be out of our way, and then we're gonna yank that whole line, most of it out of there, just so we can get the new one in. I'm not going to worry about tearing the whole thing out till we start tearing that equipment apart. So let's get on dismantling this guy. All right, guys, we got her all cut, all loose. Stat wires off, electrical's out of there. I want to note a couple things here. So when you cut your lines, always tape them with electrical tape real well. Otherwise, you're going to leak oil either out of the end of here. You know, it's usually a lot worse if it's coming down and you got some sort of trap. The oil will get trapped in there. But it's always a good practice to tape your lines on the unit and your refrigerant line that you take off, and anywhere you cut it, because you don't want to be getting oil anywhere. So Matt's going to haul her off. She's got the hand truck. Let's do it, Matt. Okay, we got the unit out of the way, pads out of the way, and I went ahead and cut that line again, retaped it, and we just shoved it through the wall and then cleared out some of that spray foam. So we got enough of a hole to get our new line through. So should be able to go start pulling that guy. I'll be back with you once we have her pulled through here. All right, guys, welcome to my office. There's my 2 elbows there. There's my line. We're going over there somewhere. So let's get this pulled. All right, we got her through. So what I'm going to do is, they have the connections here before. I hate when it's in a tight quarter. So we're going to bring them all the way out so the access panel's out here so it's easier to work on. Smart thing to do. My electrician's got to redo that whip anyway because that's metal. You can't have that outside. So he'll just run a whip strapped to my line and into the unit. So everything's working out good. We'll get this pad set and get this unit set and braze it in. All right, Matt's going to get that raked out and leveled. I got the level right here. We got our scar pad. I love those pads. Good for defrost drainage. And we got our got our 8 ISO pads there. So yeah, while he's doing that, let's go check out the other side. And I can get the nitrogen hooked up to the other side so we can flow nitro while we're brazing. All right, guys, here's the other side. So I'm going to need enough length to make my bend here and then come up to the unit. So I'll probably, I won't even cut it yet. I'll get my nitro set up there, then we'll have the unit brazed in outside and we can switch the nitro over to the outdoor unit when we start brazing this. But I should be able to do, I might do this in 2 pieces, probably one here and then maybe just a piece sticking up, and then I'll make one piece that goes here to there. Excuse me. And I'll make sure I got nitro flowing. I'll have a braze there and a braze there. So yeah, it's coming along. Nice easy Tuesday. Let's see how Matt's doing outside.
Matt, don't hit any geckos.
Yeah, we got lizards all over the ground here. So this is our 3-ton, which will actually be a 2-ton Bosch M18 that we're carrying over here. It's nice to have an extra set of hands for sure. I'm tired of dragging these things by myself. So let's get it over there. All right, he didn't put the pad down upside down, so he did well. So let's unbox this guy and get him set. All right, she's set. Good job, Matt. We got the all the pads under there, all 8 of them. She's nice and level. She's sturdy. Let's go hook the nitro up on the other end, and we'll braze this side first. Okay, nitro's hooked up. Old school method, just taped on there. Don't laugh at me. I'm going to dial that into just a couple PSI, so we got some flowing. That side's open, so when we're brazing, it'll flow through and not pressurize. So let's go outside. All right, guys, we got our benders, tubing cutters, our 3/4 spin tool for swaging that. Got our torches there. Matt's coming over with the bucket full of wet rags. Let me get this cut and formed in there, and we'll start brazing. All right, we're all piped in here. We're gonna go around and flip that nitro on and get this brazed. Tried to make it as clean as I could. I know it's kind of rounded around there, but I want to be able to strap it to that 2x4 right there. So looks good. We'll put the filter dryer on the inside, of course. So let's go turn that nitro on. Okay, Schraders are out. Schrader cores are out. Got wet rags on there. Let's do some brazing. Bring some tape with you so you can tape the ends. All right, let's let those cool off. Okay guys, we're all brazed up here. So a couple things I want to note when you're brazing. You don't just fill the gap. You want to actually have it roll over and go inside of the fitting some. What you see on the outside is usually about what's going to be on the inside. And then once you get it brazed all the way around, do what's called capping and cap it around and make it a little thicker. It makes the joint a lot stronger. Same, you know, 3/8 not so much. It's more the larger stuff, but I still want to fill it in and make sure I got a good joint there. And that's actually a lot stronger than this copper back here. So let's flip the nitrogen around over to these, and we'll go do the other side. I'll show you how to pipe that in. All right, I got her rough piped in. Don't worry, I'm going to pretty all that up. This is just, I'm going to get it brazed, and then I can straighten out all my piping, get it wrapped and everything. So let's continue on. All right, so I got the suction line all brazed in, and then I try to, by each joint, I try to slide the insulation path so I don't have a bunch of split pieces. It'll be split a little bit there, but I'll tape it up all nice, and it'll look good. I'm going to straighten this all up, so, you know, tape my seams and everything. My goal now is to get the liquid line in. We'll get it on pressure and make sure she's holding. Probably just hold her overnight and then pull it back tomorrow. Okay guys, got her rough braced in on the inside here. Filter dryer on the inside, of course. Some tape just to hold it in place. I'm going to wire tie that all nice, and I'm going to clamp that there. Don't think I'm going to be able to clamp it to the wall, but that's fine. And there is a gap here so we can get the panels off. Try not to get too close. This is the cleanest way to do it. I'll clean everything up all nice. Let's go turn the nitro purge off and pressurize it up to 300 psi. All right, guys, we're about 312. 310-ish. What I'm going to do is take the nitrogen tank off. I'm going to put the cover there over the top of this. I'm just going to leave it all pressurized tonight and see what we look like in the morning. Get the vacuum pump hooked up. So we're good there. Now I'll put this panel back on. We're going to head in the crawl space and scope out this ductwork and see how I'm going to tie into that old, and then we'll probably finish the day off tearing out that old system. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it just like this overnight. I got the cover on my gauges just in case we got some freak shower or something comes through, doubtful, and morning dew. And then I went and took my red hose off because I think it's got a little bit of a leak in it. So I want to make sure we're holding pressure, obviously. I know we're good, but let's just hold it overnight. It's a best way to do it. I try to do that if at all possible. Blue hose is fine. So yeah, we'll leave it like this. There's my little scrap for cleaning that up later. I'm going to go down that crawl and scope out that ductwork. Actually, my brother's going to come down with me. We're going to scope that out. I think I have an idea, but I'll show you. All right, Matt's working his way down here. Not going to be as simple as I was hoping for. I think what I'm going to do is probably just try to cut it below the floor upstairs. This is where it comes through because it's rectangular. I was hoping it would convert it to round. I was just going to cap the round, but this will be a lot more work to try to tear it apart here. So I'm going to see if I can, when I take the furnace out, take that base can down and cap it below the floor line, and then we'll be good. And then we're going to head to the other side. I'm going to see where I can tap my 16 in on the other side. I think I can just do it on the end cap over there, which will work out just great. So let's go over there and see. Okay, Matt just crawled out to go get a tape measure. I meant to bring one down. So this is the opposite side of the trunk line for the existing system. We're gonna measure this. I'm not just gonna hack it and put an ATTO in there, which I could, but I'm actually gonna order up a squared around that'll fit right in there. It's probably 20 by 20, so we'll do a 20 by 20 to 16 squared around. Tap in. We'll have it capped on the other side. This is only like a 5-footer, and we'll be golden. This will flow good. It's gonna work out nice. And then the 16-inch return, so they're both over there on the other side of that pony wall. You seen me pulling the line set earlier. We're going to bring the 16-inch flex for the return. It's coming up through a closet, and I got to convert it to rectangle so I can maximize their room in that closet. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. So let's get out of here. I'm going to measure that first, and then we'll go show you what that return's going to do. All right, so I was wrong. It's only 16 by 16. So yeah, we'll just put a takeoff on the end of this. Unless I can get a 16 by 16 to 16-inch round, which, it's just a nicer way to do a smoother transition into there. So we'll see what I can get. I got a moth that's going after my light here. Damn it. Oh, eat it. It's flying right at my face. Stupid thing. Anyway, guys, that's the gist of that. Let's go up and show you how that return is going to go upstairs. All right, so this is the closet that we're going to run the, excuse me, run the return duct up through. So it's going to be 10 by 24 because they have a doorway and the remodel is going to go here. They want to try to maintain 5 feet in the closet, so I think we can do it. I'm just probably going to run up right in here somewhere. Hopefully the joists line up. Maybe I should do a spotter today and spot that out, make sure it's going to work. But 10 by 24 up through the ceiling there, and then let's walk up into that attic space. I'll show you how that's going to work. All right, so we're up in that attic. It's kind of a nice, kind of a cool big attic space up here. You could put a whole nother apartment up here. But so there's the old return there that's coming off that old furnace. So it puts our closet somewhere in here. So I'm hoping that the joists and everything line up good for me. I don't have to do something funky. So it's just going to pop up. I'll tap a TTO into it, and then it's going to tap right into that. So come over here. This is the existing, and then this just goes right into a box. So I'll just probably run a whole new run instead of splicing that old stuff. So that's how that's going to go. Hopefully it goes smoothly. Let's go put a spotter down the crawl. Jump back down the crawl and make sure that's going to work. Okay, guys, I got my spotter in there. So it's 65 inches. So she said she wanted to have 5 feet for the closet. So we got, your 5 feet for the closet, and this is room for a wall there. So figure 65, start my duct there, and that'll still leave them room for their doorway here. So let's go down the crawl and see where that is. Okay, guys, I should know better. It's not going to work. It's in the part of that crawl space that we can't get to, and I bet you this is all dirt. So it's past this wall. That ain't gonna work. So we're gonna have to figure something else out for this return. Gosh darn it. That's the way it is when you're doing a relocation job. I'm gonna abandon this now and talk to the customer, and we'll figure something else out. A lot of work for this old man. Okay guys, I abandoned that return for the new system and I decided to start tearing this guy apart. It's going pretty quick. Got the humidifiers all pulled out of there. I got this one almost loose. My brother's getting my right angle attachment for my drill, so I get this last screw out of this. I can pull that box out and then this air handler can come out. Then we'll probably just leave that hanging there for now. It's not going to be in the way of any of our work. And then we'll see what we need to do to this cam to get it below. Well, you know what? I think we'll be fine because I think this floor is coming up to match this floor. So I think if I just cut it down a couple inches there and build a cap to go on it, we should be fine. As long as we're not in the way of their framing or whatever that they're going to do across here. You know, even if I just cut a couple inches above, we'll do that and cap it. And we should be okay, I think. So let's keep going on with this. And once I have some word about what we're going to do with that return air, I'll let you know. I think I'm going to have to convert it to like 12 by 20 because we're only going to have 20 and a half in between those joists. So, oh, whatever. Looks like my brother's having trouble finding that right angle. But yeah, we're looking good. All right, that's out. Now we just have this good gobble-do-ya of clear silicone I got to break loose and we'll be able to pull this air handler out of here. Let's get on it. All right, she's all yanked out. I'm not going to cut that down yet. I'm not in my work truck today, so I don't have all my good metal sawzall blades. But I'm just going to draw a nice clean line, probably about 2 inches off of that. I'll build a cap for it and cap it off right there, and that should be fine. Seal it off real good. So let's get out of this closet. Let's load the truck up. See if there's any other little loose ends we can do today. I might scope out that return a little bit better and see what we can do. Might have to roto hammer another hole through this foundation because the foundation starts about right there and we're on the outside of it. So I don't know. I don't want to keep weakening that foundation right there. I can tell you that much. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. We always do. All right, guys, we're going to get on out of here. I got to check with her brother-in-law who's doing the remodel if he thinks we could do another manhole through the foundation, which would be over there closer to that closet, so I can get that 16-inch return up through that closet. And then I'm probably gonna have to change that duct to 12 by 20, so you know, this duct I have here is not gonna work, but it is what it is. So yeah, we're all picked up, we're all loaded up. We're in my brother's truck today, got all the tools loaded up. You know, that's really the only unknown is that return now. So that's it for today, and we'll be back. I'll be back by myself tomorrow. I'm going to work on getting that supply duct tied in. I'll get that plenum cut and capped off. I'm going to bring my brake out tomorrow. So lots of stuff to do. I'm hoping to be done by Friday, which would be awesome. So we're going to get on the road. Okay, we're pulling out of there. I'm flying shotgun on the way home. So tomorrow, sorry, my phone's moving around there. Tomorrow, I will be by myself, and I told you what I was going to do. But, you know, things are moving along well. When my brother's back with me on Thursday, we're going to do more of the two-man stuff. We're going to load up all that old equipment. We just have it kind of staged on the side of his house right now. But we're moving along pretty good. Customers happy. You know, they understand that it's a house, an older house that's been remodeled a couple times. And, you know, there's some obstacles that you don't normally encounter on like a stick-built, you know, Rambler or ranch-style house. So we're going to come back and keep plugging away. Like I said, I'm going to check with her brother-in-law on how to get that return in there, see if we can roto hammer out some more of that foundation and have it be safe. So I'll be back tomorrow to do the things I told you about by myself, and I'll see you then.